Hi there! In this video, we will be demonstrating how to navigate UCI's schedule of classes. You can find the schedule of classes simply by typing in UCI WebReg, REG, into your web browser search bar, and the first result should be this page, www.reg.uci.edu. From there, select Schedule of Classes from the options on the top of the page. Now you're successfully on UCI's schedule of classes. When searching for certain classes, always make sure you are filtering for the correct term. In this example, we'll be looking over the classes available for fall 2022. The schedule of classes for the upcoming quarter is available around week 6, so at that time, you'll be able to begin planning your courses for the next term. Now let's try looking for a particular class. For example, let's first search for SoCi 3A, Computer-Based Research in the Social Sciences. To do this, select the drop-down menu for Department and scroll down to Social Sciences. Then, select Display Web Results. From here, you'll view all the courses within that department. Now that we see all the courses within the Department of Social Sciences, we need to scroll down until we locate SoCi 3A. As you can see, there are varying sections for this course. There's variation with the days and times and the professors that instruct this class. So it is important to note that SoCi 3A has both a lecture as well as a lab. So it's important to register to both. Many classes have co-courses that are labeled lab or discussion, so be aware of that when enrolling. If you do not input both the lecture and its corresponding co-course code into WebReg, you will not be successfully enrolled in the class. So make sure to double check your study list after your enrollment. Along the left margin, you will see the class codes that we just mentioned. This 5-digit course code is what you will use to enroll in the class. So make sure to take note of this code for both the lecture and the lab. You may also view the amount of students that have enrolled in a class so far and the maximum capacity for a class. You are eligible to register for classes that have the green open notation because that means that there is still availability. And make sure to avoid classes that have the full notation, meaning that there are no more seats available. Another important aspect of registering for classes is checking for a course's prerequisites. For this demonstration, let's take a look at Econ 20B, Basic Economics 2. As you can see, right next to the course title is a blue hyperlink that reads Prerequisites. So when you click on this link, it will open up a new page that will show what courses you will have needed to take prior to enrolling to Econ 20B. As the directory shows, in order to enroll in Econ 20B, you need at least a D- in Econ 20A, Econ 13, Econ 23, International Studies 13, or at least a 4 on AP Microeconomics exam to ensure that you have met one of these prerequisites. Let's say that you've satisfied this requirement through an AP score instead of taking a class here at UCI. WebRidge may not recognize that you satisfied the prerequisite, so if it gives you an error message saying that you did not complete the prerequisite, you will go to our website, www.undergrad.soci.uci.edu, and go to Forms, then Request for Prerequisite Clearance, where you will fill in classes that you completed at a community college or through AP or IB tests. This will give you clearance to enroll in a class that has prerequisites that you did not take at UCI. It is also important to take note of any restrictions listed on classes. For example, writing 40 in the restrictions column, it has an A and it has an X. To see what these restrictions mean, we will scroll all the way down to the bottom of the screen. Here we see that A means prerequisites required, which we went over in the schedule of classes video. However, X means authorization code required. This means that in order to enroll in the class, you will have to email the professor asking for the authorization code. To find the professor's email, you will use the UCI directory. You can Google UCI directory, then type in the professor's name. For example, we'll try to find Queen. You can also advance search and look only for employees. In the case that multiple names come up, make sure that you're finding the one from the department that you're looking for. So in this case, writing. So here we have a Queen under English. So we'll send an email to this address with the subject line being authorization code for writing 40. In the email, be polite and say, "Hello, Professor Queen. I am interested in enrolling in your writing 40 class with a code 33080. May I have the authorization code? Thank you." Then hopefully the professor gets back to you soon so you can enroll. Make sure you send out the email early so you allow time for them to reply to you. Some other restrictions include major restriction L or school major restriction N, which means that only students who are in that school or need to take that class for their major have the priority to enroll in the class. Also, make note that restriction lift dates vary by school and are listed in the gray box at the top of the page.